Fans have been dying to know if Julie Chrisley ever apologized to the victims of her crimes. There is a lot to unfold when it comes to Julie Chrisley and her recent resentencing. It seems that some fans are fed up with Julie and her family at this point. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Julie Chrisley and her resentencing. Julie Chrisley recently had her resentencing hearing. This is something she and her family were hopeful about. She requested to attend via Zoom. However, the judge denied that request. Julie also asked to wear street clothes for her hearing. This was denied as well. One more thing that was denied was a 24-hour furlough she had requested. When it came to her getting a new prison sentence, she received the same amount of time as before. This was devastating for her children to hear as they wanted her home. Did she ever apologize to her victims? Fans have been dying to know if Julie Chrisley has ever apologized to her victims. Well, the answer is no. A fan made sure others knew that. Our justice system works. Nowhere, in all of Julie's tearful statement, did she apologize to the victims of her financial crimes. She wanted to be treated better than other inmates. She was denied preferential treatment. She was denied a 24-hour furlough. Why should she be allowed access to her children? Why should other mom inmates be the only ones to endure the hardship of separation? She is an arrogant criminal from an arrogant criminal family. Other fans agreed in the comments section of the Reddit post. They feel as though she should not have asked for all the things she did. They also feel as though she should have apologized to her victims. It seems as though Julie has not once apologized to her victims. However, some fans wonder if she does not feel guilty because she has no clue about what Todd was doing. Regardless, people do not like how Julie tries to get special treatment due to her fame. They also think this is why Julie did not get any time off from her sentencing. Maybe because she asked for a lot of treatments leading up to the resentencing as well. How do you feel about Julie not apologizing to her victims? Do you think she is in the wrong? Sound off in the comments below. In the wake of the legal battles involving Julie Chrisley, one question that lingers in the public consciousness is whether she has ever apologized to the victims of her crimes. Julie, along with her husband Todd Chrisley, was convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion in 2022, leading to a significant fall from grace for the stars of Chrisley Knows Best. Their trial and subsequent sentencing to long prison terms sent shockwaves through the world of reality television. Yet, as the dust settled and the Chrisleys' lives were irreversibly altered, speculation began about the personal accountability they might have shown for the damage they caused. As Julie Chrisley sits behind bars, some may expect a public apology, a heartfelt moment where she would express remorse to the individuals and institutions affected by the couple's financial misdeeds. But did such an apology ever materialize? The Chrisley defense, a denial of responsibility. Throughout the legal proceedings, both Todd and Julie Chrisley maintained their innocence. The Chrisley family's defense strategy during the trial was largely built around the argument that they had been victims of betrayal at the hands of their former business partner, Mark Braddock. According to their narrative, Braddock had been the mastermind behind the fraudulent activities that had landed the couple in hot water, orchestrating the scheme without their knowledge. A crisis of image, public perception and the apology that never came. While there is a certain expectation in the court of public opinion for remorse after a crime, the Chrisley situation was complicated by the fact that their entire reality TV brand had been built on a foundation of wealth, success, and family values. For years, they had portrayed themselves as the epitome of Southern charm, resilience, and traditional Christian morals. An admission of guilt would not only undermine this image but also invalidate the very platform that had made them famous. As a result, Julie Chrisley, who had long been portrayed as the heart of the family, had an additional challenge to face. How could she reconcile the woman viewers thought they knew, the caring mother and supportive wife, with the person who had participated in such damaging criminal activities? Rather than offering a direct apology to the victims, Julie Chrisley's public statements leaned heavily on themes of personal faith. In moments when contrition might have been expected, she often turned the narrative toward her relationship with God and her commitment to trusting in divine justice. In one interview before her incarceration, Julie stated, "I know that my family and I are in God's hands. We believe in His plan and will face whatever comes with grace." However, critics were quick to point out that turning to faith, while important on a personal level, was not the same as acknowledging harm done to the victims of their financial schemes. By failing to directly address those they had defrauded, the Chrisleys left a significant void where a genuine apology might have been expected. The fallout: victims left in limbo. The financial institutions and lenders affected by the Chrisleys' crimes were ultimately left with the consequences of their fraudulent activities. The couple's lavish lifestyle, funded by fraudulent loans and tax evasion, meant that millions of dollars were lost by banks and creditors. While these institutions are often perceived as faceless entities, the individuals working within them and the systems that allow businesses and individuals to function are deeply affected by such crimes. In addition, the fallout extended beyond just financial losses. Employees who worked for the companies the Chrisleys defrauded, and even fans of the show, felt betrayed. For many, Julie Chrisley had been a relatable figure, someone who managed the chaos of family life with grace. Discovering that she had been complicit in a years-long scheme to deceive financial institutions shattered that image. The absence of an apology only deepened that sense of betrayal. Reflection or stubbornness? As Julie Chrisley begins her time in prison, the possibility of self-reflection and personal growth remains. Many public figures, when faced with prison sentences, have later issued apologies or statements of regret, acknowledging the harm they caused. It's possible that, with time, Julie may come to publicly recognize the pain and financial loss inflicted on the victims of her crimes. However, the Chrisleys' consistent refusal to accept responsibility throughout the trial and the immediate aftermath suggests that such a moment of contrition may be a long time coming. Julie Chrisley's focus on faith and family might continue to be her public stance, leaving the question of a formal apology unresolved. In many high-profile criminal cases, apologies come when there is no longer anything to lose. For Julie Chrisley, that time may be in the future, when she and Todd are no longer embroiled in legal appeals and the public spotlight has dimmed.